Pelicans come into a Western Conference contest in this game. We've got some terrific NBA action in store for you today. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. This homestand ends here for the Mavericks as they get ready to hit the road. Right now, they have the 10th best record in the West. They need wins.
Yeah, they've had some problems against these guys this season. Just 1-2 overall against them. So I think it'd be a big boost for their confidence if they could win tonight and even up the season series.
Like you said, I mean, to finish the year 2-2 against them would mean a lot. I mean, it would almost feel like they came out on top for all intents and purposes.
We got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. So the Pelican 5 right now. Evans and Davis are your small and power forwards. Holiday out there with Austin Rivers, and it's Z at the center locking down the middle. And so it's the Mavericks getting on the board first. Holiday, the pass to Evans. 6 to shoot. Here's Z. No good. And it's Dallas the other way, coming off that loss against the Nets.
And you look at the stat sheet from that night. I mean, the turnovers were just glaring. No way you're going to give up the ball as many times as they did and still win.
Well, not unless you play an even tougher brand of defense and force even more turnovers on the other side. That's the only way you're really going to be able to counteract giving the ball to the opponent at your end.
And so it's New Orleans with it. Al-Farouq Aminu missing on the three. Kicks it to Ellis. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Nowitzki sets a screen for Harris. Chandler a screen back to Ellis. Ellis left side. Wide open. That's good on the jump shot.
Monte Ellis, for his size, one of the premier finishers in the game. Finger roll, the scoop, the floater, running hooks, and yes, even the poster dunk. At 6'3", he's got it all in his repertoire.
Here's Holiday after the made shot from Monte Ellis. Rivers passes to Z. He dishes it to Davis. He kicks it to Evans. The feed to Holiday. They set the screen. There's the pass to Rivers. Back to Holiday. Z, the pass to Rivers. Trying to get back on track. There's the block.
Still can't get anything going here after 3 tries.
Harris dishes to Aminu. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Harris kicks to Ellis. Shoots from the elbow. And it's Rivers with the rebound.
Well, you have to get a hand into his face because that's his range right there.
Marked down low that time, and he got the 3-second call. Well, there's no lack of range in this. The leading three-point shooters among the ranks of the NBA's big men the last month. 5th best, Dirk Nowitzki.
It's amazing these days. There's just so many good outside shooting big men. That didn't used to be the case in the NBA, but now the floor is spread all over the place because you've got so many big-time shooters at that 4 and 5 spot.
Yeah, you make a good point there, Steve. Big guys shooting the ball well. It's part and parcel of the game now. You go back a generation, there were only a fraction of big men who could knock down outside shots like we're seeing currently.
Terrific defense at the rim. They got right in his path.
You know, that's part of what great defenders do. They get not only in your path, but in your head a little bit, too.
Now here is Davis. 9 points last game out. Here's Z. Back to Evans. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And the layup just gift-wrapped right there. I mean, he had a clear path to the basket.
Dallas leading by 3. Harris outside. Now the dish to Nowitzki. Over to the wing. Harris against Holiday. Harris kicks to Aminu. Holiday with the block. Now running up the court, Evans trying to push it up. Davis with a screen on Ellis. Here's Holiday. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Holiday's got his first points of the night.
That shot was made possible by the work of Anthony Davis. You know, guys, looking at the Pelicans over the last 10 and how they compare to the rest of the league. First in opponent points per game.
Points per game first, as you mentioned, and that's just a case of a team playing extremely hard on a night-to-night basis, and it's also a well-coached, disciplined approach, because you can't play good defense unless all 5 guys are on the same page at one time.
That one misses for Nowitzki. Well, you talk about the great European players in NBA history. Dirk Nowitzki, Steve, has to be right at the top of the list.
Well, without question. And another distinction, for Dirk is possibly the greatest 7-foot shooter in basketball history. Actually, I think he is. And then with that high release, his jumper is about the closest thing to an unblockable shot as we've seen, since maybe the sky hook back in the day.
You start hitting a few of those mid-range shots, and it can open up your whole game.
Pelicans trail by 5. A chance now to go to Dorisburg, who had a chance to talk with Rick Carlisle.
He said that one player he's really wary of is Anthony Davis, adding he can impact the game in so many ways. Defense, shot blocking, rebounding, and scoring. He's still adding muscle, and we've got to capitalize on that strength advantage at both ends. Kevin, that's the MO for any young player. We'll see how he stands up to it.
Thanks a lot, Doris. Here's Harris after Drew Holiday's score. Lets it go from deep. Rebound by Z.
You mentioned the sky hook. Dirk has actually been working on a version of that shot with his lifelong German trainer. Still tinkering with his game and looking to add to it even now. And he's surely going to be a Hall of Famer. That's part of the reason why he doesn't stop working on improving.
And Aminu kicks to Harris. Chandler a screen, and it's Harris off the drive. Keeps it alive. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Chandler's got his second bucket.
Nice tip there. He just seems to have a sense of where the ball came.
And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Brandon Wright's checked in for Chandler. Jefferson comes in for Dirk Nowitzki. J.J. Barea's checked in for Ellis. And Brian Roberts subbed in for Harris. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Omer Asher, he's checked in for Anthony Davis. Anderson comes in for Tyreek Evans. Eric Gordon, he's checked in for Rivers. And it's Jimmer Fredette in for Drew Holiday.
Well, Nowitzki has a game that's aging so well with his size and touch. He says in the offseason he trains more just on lower body strength than he does on shooting skills, trying to keep that great platform for the shot.
And the shot is good.
Tell you what, it's a huge plus to have him making shots like that.
Looking at the last game for the New Orleans Pelicans, it was a win against the Nuggets in Denver.
And if you look at their numbers in that game, what jumps out most is the balance offensively. They really spread the wealth.
And they were on fire in all areas. That was a very satisfying road win.
And so here is Dallas after the miss from Z. Barea, the pass to Roberts. Launches a 3. Barea, no good. Pelicans trailed by 5. Pass to Fredette. Z guarded by Wright. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Pelicans shooting their first foul shots of the night here.
And over the course of the season, guys, they've shot a very respectable 78% from the line.
And comparing to the numbers of last season, they've made a bit of improvement. So that's some positive momentum they can look to build on.
Mavericks leading by 3. Here is Barea. 8 points his last outing. There's the screen. Jumper off the screen, and it's off the back rim. No good.
Couldn't convert, but nice little two-man game there.
And it wouldn't surprise me to see them go back to that the next trip.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pelicans will retain possession.
Too many
For a different look here. Tyson Chandler, he's checked in for Wright. Nowitzki comes in for Al-Farouq Aminu. Ellis, he's checked in for J.J. Barea. And Devin Harris is subbed in for Brian Roberts. So for New Orleans right now, Z, he's in at center. Evans and Davis are your small and power forwards. Holiday out there with Rivers. Now here is Holiday. 14 points from him the last game against Denver. Shot clock at 2. The baseline jumper goes down. Holiday's got 6.
Right now, they've got that field goal percentage up in the low 50s.
Yeah, they're really starting to put it together offensively, looking to build on this lead.
Here's Harris. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Ellis can't get it to go.
They are really getting the work done inside with their rebound.
Yeah, not giving up too many second chance opportunities, which is always important, and it's been one of the reasons they have the lead right now.
Now here is Holiday. They lead by 6, their biggest margin.
You know, he's got a quick trigger from that range when he senses that the defense has backed off.
Dallas has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Harris kicks to Ellis. Back to Harris. Ellis outside. Trying to find Chandler. He's got it now. It's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession. Well, in terms of rebounding over the last 10 games, these are the rookies that have been head and shoulders above the rest. Well, you look at Z, no doubt one of the most efficient rebounders in the game.
Well, he's been playing some very determined basketball lately, and it's definitely showing up through those rebounding numbers.
Yeah, he's got a sandpaper quality to his game, Steve. Gritty and friction causing. That's a lot of dirty work he's been doing.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Mavs ownership has made it clear their plans and hopes are that Dirk Nowitzki would remain a Maverick for the remainder of his Hall of Fame career. You look at what he meant to this team. The 4th most points scored with a single franchise in NBA history. A couple more seasons, and he could move up to 3rd in that category.
Al-Farouq Aminu, he's checked in. And the officials call a traveling violation.
And a quick review here, looking at some numbers for Tyreke Evans. He's putting up 14 points a night, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists. I'm sure he's happy with the way things have been going. Those are some nice, steady numbers.
Well, how could he be unhappy about him, Steve? I mean, he'd probably like to see just a little more of an uptick in him, just the same, but nothing to not be content about there.
Ellis kicks to Nowitzki. Fader on the way, and he didn't get quite enough under that one.
Hard work on the glass once again, fellas. They put a lot of effort into their rebound.
Well, you get more rebounds, you get more possessions, more shots at the hoop, and oftentimes that decides the game.
Z, he's guarded by Chandler. No good from Z.
Terrific defense at the rim. They got right in his path.
You know, that's part of what great defenders do. They get not only in your path, but in your head a little bit, too.
Now here is Harris, looking for his first basket still in this one. Here's Aminu. Not 3 off the mark. Pelicans leading by 6. Z, the pass to Davis. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the 2-handed slam.
Well, they already had him staggered, and now all of a sudden they're throwing some haymakers.
And so it's Dallas with it, following the score by New Orleans. Now, here's Aminu. He's got 5. Back to Harris. Left side, Harris. 11 feet out, and he hits it.
Let's take a look at Monte Ellis. Some of the stats for him. Last 10 games for him have been very nice. 14th in steals. He's been quite an offensive threat, averaging enough points to put him in the top 20 in scoring.
And, you know, Steve, going back to his steals, I mean, defense has really been at the core of his identity. I mean, he poses a lot of problems to whoever he's guarding, and that helps the team at the defensive end.
Now here is Harris, following the miss by Anthony Davis. Harris with it. Picked up by Rivers. Harris kicks to Ellis. Back to Harris. And there's the whistle, fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. This is his first trip to the line tonight. That one is off. Okay. good on the second free throw.
Well, this is what you have to do when you're trailing. You've got to attack, be aggressive, and get to that foul line.
And perhaps cause some foul trouble along the way. I mean, that can have a big impact down the road.
And the Pelicans with possession here. It's a 5-point game. Shoots. Here's Z. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
One thing you know when it comes to the Mavericks is they're not going to sit back and stand tight. They want to reload, not rebuild.
And he's good on the second. Well, guys, the Mavericks have made the most out of this run since they've had Dirk Nowitzki. A strong team for so long because they never tore it down.
And there were times they could have. I mean, you have to respect that mentality that, you know, they've maintained their unity, their continuity. And as long as you have Dirk, you know you can put pieces around him to be competitive. That's what the Mavs have always done.
From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Gentlemen, clearly Dirk Nowitzki plans to be a Maverick for the rest of his career. He signed a 3-year, $25 million deal this offseason. He was offered max contract money from other franchises, but took much less to stay with Dallas and make another run at it. Rare to see a franchise and a player so committed to each other in this day and age, guys.
Yeah, a championship mentality, Doris. Good point. Thanks.
So it looks like he's finally found his footing in this game. His first quarter was a real struggle, but he's gotten it going now.
Holiday, the pass to Z. Rebounded by Ellis. Mavericks trailed by 4. Passes it to Aminu. Down low. Dallas moving the ball around. Nowitzki, that's for 2. It's rebounded by Z. Z's got 9 rebounds now tonight. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Let's quickly take a look at the standings out west. The season nearly complete. Look at New Orleans. Good enough for 8th place in the conference right now. Looking to hold on to that. And of course, there's the Mavericks. Just a couple spots back.
Seeing where Dallas is, their season hasn't been great and it hasn't been terrible. It's been fairly pedestrian. A few times it's looked like they're about to turn the corner, but they just haven't been able to sustain that winning momentum.
And I'm not quite sure why that is, because I think they've got the talent to be among the league leaders, but it looks to me like it's not going to happen for them this year.
Here's Fredette. The Mavericks making the shot, and that one's good.
Really tough to get that shot off with the size differential there. It's not an individual matchup he's going to win every time, especially in the post.
Very well done. I didn't think he had any business operating down there with the big fellas.
Good on the shot. 10 points for Nowitzki.
Tell you what, he's enjoyed a very good day shooting the ball so far. He can bring them right back into this.
Fredette with it, averaging 6 points per contest. And here's Anderson from the arc, and Wright pulls it down. Sees the alley-oop, but they get it back. And the first half ends in a close one. Pelicans.
Thank you, Kevin. I'm here with Coach Rick Carlisle. And Coach, what impact is your defense having on slowing down their offense?
Well, we're active. They're missing a few shots they normally make. You know, we just got to compete. We got to keep competing the way we are.
Rick.
All right, listen up, everybody. The second half doesn't have to be as close as the first. If we...
First half.
We watched Holiday play great basketball. 10 points and 1 rejection in this game, too.
And it was a good one, too. Really one of the highlights, I thought, of the game defensively.
Dirk and Chandler up front. Ellis is out there with Devin Harris, and it's Aminu in at the 3 slot. So that's who Rick Carlisle starts the second half with. And here is Harris. Dishes to Nowitzki. Back to Harris. Feeds to Aminu. Rivers against Ellis. Stolen by Rivers. Here's Holiday. The basket good off the assist from Evans. Holiday's got the lead up to 8 now for the Pelicans. Mavericks shooting just 35%. They've got to get better looks. Out to the right wing. Here's Nowitzki. A rebound by Z. Z's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And if you're just joining us, we've played over a minute here in the third.
Mavs coach Rick Carlisle with over 2 decades of experience in the coaching ranks, now in his 13th season as a head coach.
And Rick Carlisle co-captained the University of Virginia team that made the Final Four, won an NBA title as a player with the Celtics in 1986, and Clark another title coaching the Mavs in 2011.
That was really an enjoyable title run that he had with the Mavericks. Did a fantastic job. He's had one of the better win percentages in coaching history. Tremendous tactician. Got to see him work up close during his time as the Pacers assistant coach with Larry Bird and then the head coach for the Pacers for a while. Certainly one of the highly esteemed coaches in the league.
Now, here's Aminu. 5 points in the game. 5 on the clock. In low. Nowitzki kicks to Aminu. Back to Nowitzki. Deflects the pass. And New Orleans pushing it up now. Holiday is running. And Davis can't get it to go. Mavericks trail by 10. The 11-footer, and he gets it to go. Ellis has got his second bucket of the night.
His presence is very comforting for this team. He's kind of a fallback option for them anytime they need it.
Rivers with it. Al-Farouq Aminu covering. Here's Z. Banked in off the glass. Z's got 4 points in the quarter.
And they made 3 of their first 4 shots here to start this half.
Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Kevin, I was able to listen. Carlisle was going over with his team in that last huddle. Offensively, he'd like to see them get the ball into the post as often as possible. That's where he thinks their biggest advantage lies. The other thing he stressed was the need to be disciplined on offense. He asked for good ball movement and good shot selection. Well, they need to make something happen before the start of the fourth quarter, and maybe those changes will do the trick, Kevin.
Thanks, Doris.
You know, that mid-range jump shot is not his strong suit, even when he gets a good look like that.
Evans passes to Z. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. And now it's a 12-point New Orleans lead. Harris dishes to Ellis. Nowitzki with the screen on Rivers. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Well, good idea setting that screen, but the execution wasn't there.
No, it sure wasn't. I mean, you want it to be hard, but it also has to be legal.
And Holiday kicks to Davis.
Nice work to get inside and draw the foul.
Yeah, it's obvious. The defense not going to allow many easy layups. They're going to make you earn it from the line.
The Pelicans have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances. And the second free throw, good. Mavericks trail by 13. And it's Aminu in the corner. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady work they've been doing on the interior, no question. And that's, I think, the main reason they have this lead.
Now here is Holiday. Evans outside. 6 to shoot. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Holiday attacking. The second effort. Z the pass to Davis. New Orleans moving it around. Evans kicks to Holiday. He feeds it to Rivers. Goes up again. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Rivers has got 4 this quarter.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Now, you got to make a defensive adjustment here, Clark. Time to collapse inside, force the ball back out in the perimeter, make them beat you from long range.
And the shot is good from Nowitzki.
That's just a case of 2 teammates working perfectly together. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
Davis setting the pick for Holiday. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Holiday's got 14 points.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and keep scoring points. Keep it going.
Yeah, not a lot you can do defensively when they continue to get the ball inside and get these easy shots.
And the Pelicans with the possession. They're on a 15-6 run. Monte Ellis, a scoring combo guard, the highest career scoring average ever, Steve, for a player never to be selected as an all-star in this league.
Yeah, he's always been on that borderline. Some of it, Kevin, has to do with, he's only been on a winning team 3 of his 8 seasons. 2 of those in Golden State, and then, of course, last year in Dallas. But you also think about the depth in the backcourt in the Western Conference. Boy, it's tough to make that all-star team.
Pelicans leading by 13. Now Rivers, right now averaging 7 points a game. Here's Z. Back to Holiday. Lets it go from 14. And it's New Orleans scoring again.
He's created some good opportunities for himself and made the most of them.
A different look for Dallas. White, he's checked in for Chandler. Barea comes in. Well, for New Orleans, shooting has been just great so far, up at 56%. Gordon kicks to Anderson. To the left side wing. Here's Rivers. And the wing jumper offline. Here's Ellis. The shot misses. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Pelicans lead by 13. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center. And let's quickly have a look at the game, which came, Steve, from kind of an unlikely source here.
Yeah, it's the big fella here doing his best impression of a point guard. Serving up a brilliant feed here. That's gorgeous.
Setting the floor now for the Pelicans. Backcourt, Holiday and Gordon. Anthony Davis is out there with Z, and it's Anderson in at the small forward position. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Right with it. Picked up by Davis. Shot on the wing. No good off the front iron.
Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. That plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, not to mention what it says on the scoreboard. I mean, they're really pushing them around physically at this point.
Mavericks trailed by 13. Here's Barea. Blocked. Here's Gordon. Pass to Z. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
Talk about being on his game. Look at the numbers for Z. He's got 13 rebounds and 3 denials. The motor on this guy is amazing. Completely revved up. He's been everywhere today.
He sure has, Clark. Both ends of the floor. I mean, his offense has been great. Defensively, he's brought huge energy, too.
A different look for Dallas. Dirk Nowitzki, he's checked in for Wright. And Harris subbed in for Brian Roberts. And New Orleans also making a change. Evans is checked in.
An impressive game for him from the free throw line. Not his strong suit, but he's making them count tonight.
Nowitzki sets a screen for Harris. Kicks to Nowitzki. Back to Harris. Jacks up a 3. A putback and the dunk by Chandler.
Was there any doubt what he was going to do with that putback? Flush it down.
Oh, that's some energy we just witnessed right there.
And that's the kind of energy you need on the offensive glass. That's the only way to get it done.
Evans kicks to Holiday. Davis setting the pick for Holiday. Gordon for 3. Tyson Chandler grabs the board. Chandler's got 6 rebounds here tonight. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
I got to find something, you're right. New Orleans leading by 13. The kick out to Holiday. The pass to Z. In the corner, it's Gordon. New Orleans moving it around. And Drew Holiday, the bucket on the assist by Eric Gordon. 19 points for Drew Holiday.
That's like a layup for him. He's just wide open out there.
Harris outside. Over to the left wing. Nowitzki, that's for two. Pelicans with the rebound. Z's got rebound number 15 here tonight.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today. There's a glaring discrepancy between these teams in that area of the game.
Yeah, that's what's paved the way for them to build this big lead, no question.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for New Orleans?
Anytime you get as many points in the paint as they have, you know you've got a good thing going and you just want to keep it going.
And I also like the penetration. They're getting into the paint, getting a lot of easy hoops from those strong drives.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Aminu's checked in.
Well, he's been pretty safe with the ball for the most part. In fact, that's his first turnover, guys.
That's a two from Gordon. No good off the back of the rim.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
Harris dishes to Chandler. Poked away. And here we go with Davis heading to the hoop. Throws down off the coast-to-coast drive.
And once he took off, it looked like the defense just had no interest in getting in his way.
That's one where you just give up the 2 points and move on.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. That one goes. Counter. 16 points for Dirk Nowitzki.
Oh, he's clearly feeling it, Clark, coming off that fantastic game last time out.
Holiday against Harris. They set the pick. Gordon, the pass to Z. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. Z's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, nothing was going down for him in the first half, but since the break, he's been on target.
Ellis kicks to Harris. Holiday left side. Back to Gordon. He dishes it to Holiday. Pass to Z. Puts up the baby hook. Nice D from Chandler. Mavericks trailed by 19. There's the feed to Ellis. Pelicans with the rebound. Davis has got his 5th rebound in this one.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
From the left block. No good from Z.
I don't know if it's just me, but he's looked a step slow since the start of the quarter. His shooting has really suffered.
Ellis with it. And it's Gordon picking him up. Harris a screen on Davis. Chandler dishes to Aminu. 6 to shoot. Chandler the pass to Nowitzki. Gordon against Ellis. Second chance shot. Misses off the left iron. Pelicans leading by 19. There's the dish to Evans. Pass to Z. He kicks it to Davis. Evans passes to Holiday. Shot by Gordon, wide open. And again, New Orleans has no up. Dallas has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Ellis goes in. That's blocked. Gordon with it. Picked up by Harris. There's the pick. Left side, Davis shoots off the screen. Here's Z. The shot will not go. And it's Dallas the other way. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Harris kicks to Aminu. Tries to snap the cold streak. And there's the nice layup by Nowitzki.
It's a good thing he showed up today, because without him, this team would be in big trouble.
New Orleans gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Gordon dishes to Davis. Back to Gordon. Fires the 3. That's in there. Davis with the assist.
For 3,
And it's 7 points for Eric Gordon.
And we head to the final buzzer in a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance. This will go in the books as a really gaudy win for the Pelicans.
But, Steve, you don't see this kind of a blowout often. But tonight, this is a quality win across the board to deliver out, Clark, this kind of punishment.
Well, you know what? I thought they did a nice job of playing against the game. They kept the pressure on and clearly were dominant in every area.
And so checking out their record tonight, that'll mark win number 32 overall.
And in this season finale, between these two teams, they sealed the deal, making smart adjustments along the way to finish out the year with an impressive 3-1 record against the Mavericks.
Depth always a factor in wins like this, and what an incredible game out of nowhere it was for Z. He was doing everything right, and the points seemed to come in bunches. He definitely had the hot hand.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. New Orleans also making some changes. Vitor Favarani's checked in for Evans. Ashik comes in for Davis, and it's Fredette in for Drew Holiday. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. That's good from Villanueva. Cunningham is checked in for.
Good job at the line.
So we see the Pelicans.
Congratulations on the win and leading the way in terms of the points production. How were you able to create shots for yourself?
Yo, that's my #1 skill. You know what I'm saying? Creating shots for myself. Yo, I got moves on moves on moves. You feel me? Yo, I can sneeze and the defender's gonna break his ankle trying to get me a tissue. That's why I lead the team in scoring.
Albeit grudgingly, I will admit tonight you were the master puppeteer. Kevin, over to you.
Thanks, Doris. For Clark.
We were firing on all cylinders tonight, baby.
Yeah, man, nothing like getting mine when a team gets theirs.
Food tastes a little better.
Hey, them checks gonna look a little bigger.
Now we celebrating or what?
With you? Nah, I roll with a much younger crowd.
I know you're not calling me old, fool.
Nah, I'm just messing with you. I'm playing with you. Come on, man, you can come.